Hey, good morning everybody. It's Larry from Heisenberg Forest Products. Haven't been out doing videos in a couple months, so I decided this morning would be a good one. It's nice and sunny here. You can see that we have still lots of snow. A couple years ago we had no snow left at this time of year, and even we had our pool open, so which was an early spring. This year looks like it's going to be a late spring, so my neighbor's waving at me. So anyways, chickens are all still wrapped up in plastic because it's still pretty cold. Haven't gotten to my sign, so like I told you last time, I have to paint the sign again because it's rusting. I don't know if we can see it here on video, but I'm gonna have to take this metal part off, clean it up, so it's screwed from the back. So I'm waiting for this snow to melt, and then at the same time I'll stain the wooden structure, and then we should be good for a few years. So that's coming up soon. Right now I'm busy building some racks, so I built 16 so far. I'm gonna build another 16 hopefully this weekend or early next week. The greenhouse held together, so that was good. There's a lot of snow this winter, but it seems to be supporting the snow no problem, so that worked out. We have a bit of a project in probably not this summer, but next summer that will involve that greenhouse. So we want to make some changes to the way we do our gardens. Anyways, we're not here to talk about gardens. We're here to talk about wood. So you can see the lot is still pretty packed in snow. The first thing I'm gonna do is I want to finish cutting this birch here. Cutting and splitting this birch, and then once I get that done, you can see I've got a half decent pile here. I'm gonna start stacking this stuff where the trailer is, I think, and then we'll have a bit of birch for sale early in the spring. So, and then I'll jump into that. You can see here I've got a nice couple of tiers of maple that I'm gonna be processing next. So what I'm waiting for right now is this snow has to come down so I can come in here with my quad and a wood splitter, and then I'll cut and split this stuff, throw it into a pile, and then wait for the lot to dry up a little bit, and then start moving all this pile of wood here into stacks. So we have that's the short-term plan. Another thing I want to do this spring is I want to buy a backup camera for my dump trailer. So and that should be not a big deal to install. The only thing is I need to power the camera. So, and usually when I hook this up, this trailer up, I just I don't bother connecting all the electrical, so we have to find a way to make that work. So my friend Steve is gonna help me out with that. So that's the plan. You can see our poplar slowly moving. We have lots of that, but I've noticed that some people are picking it up. I had one customer this morning. And then once I'm done with this poplar, I'll probably will get away from poplar. So we'll see. I say that, but if a load shows up and it's half decent, I'll buy it. And then the summer work is all right here. So I got some maple, some birch, more maple, and then a bit of hardwood in the back, a mix of maple, and I think I have a little bit of poplar in that pile, and then lots of hardwood. It's mainly maple, And then I think in the back on the other side I have another load there, or do I? Yes, I do. So another load of, that's a couple of tiers of maple in the back. So that's kind of the work for the summer for me, spring, summer. So I've got enough wood to hold me off till the fall. So I'm gonna buy more wood this summer. So like I said in the back a few videos, we're moving the operation from that side of the lot to this side of the lot. So that's why you're seeing most of my stuff is on this side, and I'm still trying to figure out how to organize not so much my wood, I know how I want to do that, but how to organize my pallets and my racks. They end up taking a lot of space, and I'm trying to come up with a system to make it easy to organize. This past week I picked up some more pallets, and this will be the last of them. I've got enough to keep me going for years now. So I picked up our last load on Monday, and I lucked out. I ended up picking up some of those plastic pallets too. So those are they're pretty snazzy. I'm going to use those to stack our firewood bags. So I've got enough to keep me going for a while. So here you can see there's a bit of birch. It's all sold. The guy never came and picked it up, so I'm going to have to reach out to him once things get a little better. So most of it is sold to that guy. So he's got he's got 3 face cords here, and probably another 2, so 3, 5, 7, 8. He's got 8 and a bit left. Got half a cord of maple here. I'm going to keep that for me, for my own use. So that stuff is going to go in our shed when things dry up a little bit, because my shed's pretty bare right now. And I've got another cord, or half cord, that a customer never bothered to pick up. So if that customer doesn't come by before things dry, I'm going to put that in my shed too, and then I'll deal with that customer whenever they show up, because unfortunately I have to organize things, and I can't keep piles of wood all over the place. So that's kind of a bit of a challenge. Over there you can see this is all our wood for next year. So I think I've got 4, maybe 5 cords, plus the cord that I have over there, so that's 6. And then I have a bit of birch, about a cord and a bit, so that would be 7. So that'll fill half my woodshed, and then I'll have to figure out the other 7. Oh, my shovel fell over. It's going to be stuck in the snow probably. I'm just going to get my shovel out of the snow. There we go. So here we go. So there's a quarter cord here. So this is a customer that picked up some wood last week, and he had a car, was supposed to come back the next day and never picked it up. So hopefully he will. In the past, he's showed up like 6 weeks later. So if he doesn't pick it up in the next few days, I'll just put it in my wheelbarrow and move it up close, so that if he ever shows up, he can pick it up, because this is going to be a soupy mess soon. So anyway, I'm just looking here. So this is all poplar. We've sold a couple cords in the last few days, so that's good. You can see snow is slowly coming down, but it's hard. Like, it's hard packed. So all our stuff is frozen right now, and when it melts, it's going to be a soupy mess. So we have a few weeks of not doing much in the woodyard coming up. Here I have some birch, which is sold. So I got two face cords. I'm missing a bit here, but I've I'll figure something out. I've got lots of birch that I can fill this missing cord. So this guy's gonna come next summer. So I have to organize things soon to start thinking, okay, where am I gonna stack? How I'm gonna set things up for this summer. So I'm thinking this might be here for a bit. So if we can sell this poplar here, clear this up. So how many cords do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, probably 9 cords here. So if I could sell this first, it'll give me some room to start stacking here. So I'll move this this birch that I have that's done already. I'll move it here, and then we'll fill this with birch, and then jump into some harder stuff like some maple. So that's probably how I'm gonna start it up. All my implements are like under 2 feet of snow. I've got some birch bags over there, about 80 of them, and then some bags of not birch bag, campfire wood bags, and I've got birch bags over there too, and that's all under snow and it's all full of ice, so that's not going to come out right away. And then started organizing my wood pallets. So the goal here is to try to get like some racks, then some wood pallets, then more racks, then wood pallets, and just go up along this way and do it that way. We'll see, because my other plan was to move that stuff over there, so we'll see. And right now my wood processor is under snow, which always happens in the winter, so it's gonna have to melt, and you can see there's quite a bit of snow. But you know, we're looking at some pretty warm weather coming up next week, especially towards the end of next week. We're looking at close to plus 20, so the snow's going to melt, and what would ideally happen would be that it would freeze at night, and I could come back here and do some work here and slowly chip away at that pile. Even though it's frozen, you can see there's still puddles, right? So we're kind of in the holding pattern right now, and I've got enough work to keep me busy, so I'm okay for work, but I'm looking forward to starting up again, because we're really low. I have no hardwood left. I got this pile of birch here, which I might have maybe 18 cords at the most in that pile, so that's gonna hold us off probably for April, May. And then hopefully I can get going on some of the harder stuff, because our customers are going to want to start buying. Some are buying pretty early for the fall, so I need to get cracking. So it's going to be a busy time, but now that I'm retired, I have a bit more time on my hands. So right now all we have for sale on our lot is that poplar. And we're selling that at $130 a face cord. And for us, because there's so many definitions of cords and face cords, so at Heisenberg Forest Products, everything is sold by the face cord, and a face cord for us is 4 feet high by 8 feet long by 16 inches in length. So that's how we measure. And I've seen online other people are calling it cords, but they're not 16 inches, they're 12 inches. Which when you do the calculation, you're buying 25% less wood, which is okay if that's what you're looking for, but it's good for you to know that, you know, you're only buying 32 cubic feet of wood, and when you buy that type of cord, and for us it's 43 cubic feet of wood that we sell in a cord. So just gives you an idea. You have to keep your eyes open, because the wood business, I hate to say, is a bit shady sometimes, so we have to I like to be straight up with people. So anyways, that's where we're at, and I'm really looking forward. I'm just looking at my wood processor right now thinking, oh man, I can't wait to get going. I'll have a bit of maintenance to do before I start up, but hopefully everything's going to be running properly, and we can have a good summer. I'm also waiting on a wood splitter. I bought a wood splitter from Easton Made, so that should be coming in probably next fall or this upcoming fall. So kind of setting something up. So I'll share with you when I get there. But I'm looking at having two ways of processing wood. So we're just setting that up. So that's the big projects for the summer. Just I have to get going because I'm low on wood, so I've got lots of work to do. I can see our wood bagger here. So my wife will be bagging wood with our daughter again this summer, and I'm trying to sell those bags wholesale. So I've got a guy who's buying them like 100 at a time right now. So hopefully he can expand that part of the business for the campfire wood. Same with shavings. I've got some, but it's under, like, it's right there. There's about 4 feet of snow here. So as soon as the snow melts and it dries up a bit, because we can get into about this part of the wood yard pretty easily, so that dries up first. So we're gonna have some shavings for sale coming up soon. So looks like a lot of snow, but once it gets warm, it doesn't take long for the snow to melt. Depending on how much rain we get, it could dry up pretty quickly too. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. I know for sure I've got at least another 4 weeks before I can get into here with my tractor. So that's gonna be that's still a bit away, but I've got lots of work to do, so which is fine. I'll focus on the other stuff. I'm gonna finish building up those racks hopefully by the end of next week, and then if the snow can come down a bit, I'm gonna take the sign off, bring that in the shop and paint it, and then stain the wood rack. So there'll be a few days of work there for sure. So should be fun. Anyways, I was hoping to make one of these videos every couple weeks, and I'm down to every couple months right now. So hopefully I'll get them going a little more often now that the weather is slowly changing. So we're start of April, so I'm gonna come back out here start of May, and we'll get to see how much snow's left and where we're at with starting up the woodlot again. So I'm going to end on, so this is Easter weekend, so hopefully you're enjoying your time with your family. If you're religious like I am, you're probably spending some time reflecting and thanking the Creator for everything we have, and hopefully it's going to be a good one for you. We're spending some time with family today. I'm cooking turducken. Looking forward to teaching my son how to debone a turkey, a chicken, and a duck. So it'll be some good family time. So I'm really looking forward to today. So thanks for being with me, and have a great weekend, everybody. See you on the next one.